Hi everyone, welcome to Live Healthy with Bev. I'm Bev Haynes and today I'm in the kitchen and I'm mixing up a wonderful, we'll call it a spread for your bread or your crackers, a sandwich spread kind of a thing. And it's made with chickpeas. Chickpeas are so fantastic for our everyday good health. They're packed with protein. Half a cup of chickpeas is going to land you about 6 grams of protein, and this is plant protein, the good stuff. As well, it's got fiber, and we need fiber every single day to help keep us regular, if you know what I mean. And in particular, if you are diabetic, you want to get as much fiber in your diet as you can because that's going to help to stabilize your blood sugars. So it's got protein, it's got fiber, it's got folate, it's got phosphorus, all these F kind of sounding words there, but such good nutrition happening in our chickpeas. They're one of my favorite beans. They're so versatile. All right, so what else we're going to put in there? Look at the gorgeous carrots. Beautiful color, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Plus, we're going to put in some wonderful celery. Celery is so good for us. Carrots are so fantastic for us. Vitamin A for our eyesight. Nice red onion. That's just going to give it a nice little hit of wow, and some nice color, and some mayonnaise. And you know, it's so easy to make your own mayo with cashews or what's that other thing? Not the pumpkin seeds. I always mix up pumpkin seeds and the other seeds. It'll come to me, but it's so easy to make your own with some lemon juice, some salt and seasonings. Easy peasy to make your own mayo. So those are the main ingredients for our salad, our sandwich spread. And then we've got some spices and some salt that we're going to add. So today we're using the food processor. You don't have to use the food processor because all we're going to do is we're going to put in our chickpeas and we're going to pulse it, whiz it around a little bit or pulse it just to break it down. So as I said, you don't need to have the food processor. You could certainly do this with a fork in a bowl, but it's kind of laborious and it's so much easier using the food processor. Or you could use a knife, you know, on a cutting board and chop them up. I've done all kinds of ways. This is by far the easiest. It'll be done in seconds. So let's do this. Done. There's still a few that are really big chunkies, but that's okay. You want that feel in your mouth of a nice chunky kind of filling. So let's get this on out of here. And we are going to just add this to our bowl. See, that was literally seconds. It would have taken you a few minutes and much vigor to mash them with a fork or try and chop them up with a knife. So if you've got the food processor, pull it out. You know, we have all these toys that we don't use sometimes. We just keep them in the appliance garage kind of thing. Pull them out and use them. Okay, good, good. Put that there. And now we're just going to add these, those, and we'll be done. So the carrot. I've grated the carrot on not the fine shred, but the next level up. And then I've chopped it with a knife on the chopping board afterwards. I find that if I do it on the fine shred, then it's just too watery and too small. I want to be able to taste the carrot. I want to be able to have that nice little hit of crunch from the carrot. Okay, so we've got some minced up celery. This is going to add some more wonderful crunch. But what we're doing here is building on the nutrition. We're just upping the nutrition with each thing that we add. Okay, here's our red onion. Going to give us another little hit of crunch, but also a little hit of wow. So we've got that and that. And you know what? It was about a quarter cup for the onion, a quarter cup for maybe a half a cup for the celery, and about a full cup of the carrot. So we're going to mix that all together. And then you can either put your mayo in first or put your spices in first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my mayo. So I'm going to get probably about a tablespoon of parsley flakes. And look what I'm doing, squishing them between my fingers here to release their aroma and to just make it a smaller grind kind of thing. But yeah, you can really smell it once you've put it through your fingers. And then I've got some herbe de Provence, or you could use some oregano or basil. I'm going to squish those through my fingers as well. Or you can put it into a coffee grinder, put all the spices in, and you'd have it done in seconds and just put it in. Oh, but my, it's smelling so lovely already. A little bit of dill, and I'm going to add some onion powder. Now, if you've been watching, a bunch of my videos, you'll notice that I use these particular, let me put a little bit more. Maybe that's a teaspoon of the onion powder and a teaspoon of the garlic powder. But you'll notice that I use the same herbs over and over again. In all my years of cooking, these are the ones that I find give the biggest punch to my cooking. So I use them ad nauseum, but they're so, so good. As well, I'm going to put maybe a half teaspoon of salt, maybe just a little bit more, and we'll see what that all tastes like. Mix it all up and see how pretty it is. So you've taken it from just the brown of the chickpeas, we've added the carrots, we've added the celery, added the onion, hits of color, hits of crunch, hits of flavor, hits of nutrition, and we've made it look so amazing. All we've got to do now is add some of that mayo to it. You want to add enough so that everything holds together. So I might think maybe about 3 tablespoons of mayo. But if you've made that mayo yourself with some cashews and sunflower seeds, those are the seeds I was trying to remember in the beginning. Yes, cashews and sunflower seeds with some lemon juice instead of the vinegar that you're going to get in the store-bought ones. You're doing yourself a huge favor. And so you're just mixing this all up so that it's nice and smooth. And just depending on how much mayo you like, put that much in. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit more mayo to hold it together much better. And I'll use that spoon, actually, to finish the process. There, yep. Beautiful. And it's so delicious, let me tell you. Nutritious, delicious, that's what it's all about. Okay, guys, let's do the tasting. Get a little bit of everything on my spoon here. So good. So good. Okay, so all we're going to do is put some on our crackers. These will make wonderful little appetizers at your next party. Love it in a sandwich. Toast some bread, Put this in there. Oh my goodness. We absolutely adore this as a sandwich. But yeah, this is so yummy. And you could do this with, some other beans. You might want to try some other beans as well. But the garbanzos, or chickpeas, another name for chickpeas, are the garbanzos, they're just so good because of their crunch factor, Really, really lovely. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Beautiful color, beautiful texture, beautiful to look at, and so beautiful to eat. Totally, totally delicious. Nice and easy, guys. Healthy, just the way God wants it. Plant-based, good for you, delicious. I love it. Eat these in good health, and I will see you next time.